Hello, everybody. This is Jonathan Sykes with Yakima Chief Hops, and I'm very happy to be here today. It's one of the best days of the year for us. It's when we get to make our annual check presentation to our veterans charity partner. The proceeds from each year's Veterans Blend goes to support. So this year we have Michael DeSelm here with Stop Soldier Suicide, who's our partner this year, a great organization. We're very humbled to work with them on a very timely cause that is, that needs a lot of attention put to these days. I also have Abby Connor here from our largest distributor, Country Malt Group, who's been integral in the whole Veterans Blend program. They really provide, the blend to a lot of the smaller breweries who don't work directly with us. So those folks are moving a lot of volume for us. Also have Tony Lynn Adams, our esteemed communications manager, and Bill Levon, which I'm happy to have on the call this year, who is our warehouse manager and ensures that the product is stored fresh and that you guys get the Veterans Blend and all the other hops in really great condition. Bill's an Army veteran himself, right, Bill? You're in the Army, correct? Yeah. All right. So happy to have him there. So we've raised, this is the seventh annual Veterans Blend. We've been doing this for 7 or 8 years now, and we've raised about $200,000 through the various charities we've worked with over the years. So just it's one of my favorite things that we do each year. You're always out there selling hops and trying to turn a profit, but it's nice to do kind of give back things like this to the community and to help our veterans. A lot of veteran brewers, a lot of veteran-owned breweries out there these days. So I'm going to throw it over to Abby for just a minute to kind of talk about CMG's kind of part in the Veterans Blend program and kind of what they do and what it means to them.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that we're really honored to partner with Yakima Chief on the seventh annual Vets Blend. It's just always such a major success, and it's such a great way to honor and work more closely with our veteran customers and those that have the military background. A special thanks to our territory manager, Tim Burke, who sold the most this year. He killed it. Super awesome. So passion is one of our key values here at CMG, and we're incredibly passionate about supporting our veteran customers and supporting mental health awareness in our industry as well. I was incredibly moved when we initially met with Michael from Stop Soldier Suicide to discuss this mission. It's just very, very cool, and we're very honored to be a part of it. And thank you to everybody that purchased the blend this year. We're really excited to work with you on the 8th annual next year.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. It's much appreciated your partnership over the years. And next I'll move it to Michael. Michael, if you want to tell us a little bit about your mission and kind of what Stop Soldier Suicide does and kind of everything you got going on over there.
Yeah, sure. Hey, thanks. Super stoked to get to be here and follow this great program that you guys have established, this culture of not just generosity, but impact. Stop Soldier Suicide is a veteran-founded, veteran-led mental health organization, that nonprofit that really provides free, confidential, suicide-specific care to any veteran, any service member, regardless of branch, time of service, discharge status. We're nationwide. We provide it via telehealth. All of our clinicians are either veterans themselves or family members of veterans, so the vernacular across branches is understood. And in my own experience working with other mental health agencies, not having to repeat my story time and time again to get the care that I need has been really, really pivotal. And so I just love how we are not just present, but also have deep empathy because of shared language and community. So really, really thankful for the 7th year to be with you guys, and excited for the road ahead.
Awesome. Yeah, like I said, very humbled to work with you all. You're doing yeoman's work out there. Very, very timely need, timely calls in this day and age. Okay, well, without further ado, I think we're time for the big check reveal for this year.
Pause for dramatic effect.
All right. Was there for a second. All right, so 22 grand, $22,419. We will be cutting a check this month and sending it over to the folks at Stop Soldier Suicide. So every little bit helps. Michael, I don't know if you want to talk a little bit more, kind of about, where the donation goes, if there's a general fund or a specific project that this kind of helps.
Yeah, for sure. Stop Soldier Suicide. We have really two things: suicide intervention and suicide prevention. And our suicide uh, intervention program is called Roger. It's the wellness program for veterans like you, Jonathan, and veterans like me, where we served in the Navy or maybe the Marine Corps. Stop Soldier Suicide doesn't always resonate with the brand, but for Bill, a soldier, our branding does resonate. But we also found that if we were going to expand our impact across all services, we branded our wellness care under Roger. It means heard, acknowledged, accessible, available. And so this $22,000 donation is going to go straight to our Roger program. That's right to our front lines. That's right to our wellness coordinators and our clients that are going to get this care. We can just leave it right here, Tony Lynn. 1 hour of care is about $100 in cost. And so that's 2,200 hours of care that's going to go straight to our veterans and service members. It costs us on average about $6,000 per client to acquire through marketing and then treat, because we treat high risk and medium risk clients. That's really where our specialty is. And so I don't have an abacus in front of me, and I'm not going to take my shoes off to count with my toes, but I'm pretty confident that we're looking at 3.5, even 4 clients getting full care just because of this donation. So thank you so much, veterans, veteran brewers, beer consumers, and others for helping to make this happen. Thank you so much.
That's great to hear. Yeah, we like working with the folks where you can actually see like a concrete impact, of the fund. Sometimes when you work with the larger organizations, they're great folks doing great things, but it just kind of gets lost in the shuffle a little bit. But thank you for kind of showing, what kind of direct impact that this program has on your cause. Yeah, and really thank you for all the participating breweries this year. People talk to me all the time. It just seems like folks are just now finding out every year about the program, even though we've been doing it for 7 or 8 years. Let's see. Sorry, that's a little bit more about the Stop Soldier Suicide mission. Yeah, 12,000 hours. Just let that kind of scroll through there.
Mm.
Yeah, and this is from the Yakima Chief side. Just some of the customers, or most of the customers that pulled the blend this year, had some great beers in the fourth quarter using the blend. People just really positive and really enthusiastic about getting it in the beers, whether they got it in time for a Veterans Day release, or some folks do an actual collab brew day on Veterans Day using the blend. Whatever fits your program. We're really happy to have this participation in this, and these folks working with us and supporting the blend. And I think we've got a list too for country malts. A lot of those smaller breweries that work with them. Every little bit helps. Every dollar helps.
Mhm.
It all makes an impact. So yeah, thank you to all of those. And I also want to thank some of the folks that work behind the scenes on this. Michael's got some people on his team. Michael, I don't know if you want to shout out any of your people
Yeah,
there.
the big hero on my end is Chris Stevens. He's our marketing and creative specialist, and he's the guy who helps me look good in front of everybody else and make sure I have all the collateral I need. But also special shout out to Kathy Kaufman, our Chief Development Officer, and Jenny Seiler, our Senior Director in National Partnerships. Big team effort, big team lift on this side. And so I know it takes all of us to make one great thing happen. And so shout out to all.
Yeah, for sure. Abby, I know you mentioned the top sales rep already. Anybody else on there you want to
Yeah, definitely
shout
Kate and
out?
Haley, who are on our marketing team and work really hard to make sure that all of our customers know that we have this blend, and making everything look great on all of our channels. And then also Jeff, Kevin, and Tim, who sold the most of the blend this year. They're great. They are go-getters, and they're really passionate about this as well.
Awesome. Yeah, and I want to shout out Brittany Strutz. She really does a lot of
Mhm.
the nuts and bolts behind the scenes, kind of herding all the cats and getting everything organized. I do have a full-time sales territory. I cover the greater Southeast United States, and that territory is getting bigger by the year. So that keeps me busy. So she really kind of keeps everything organized, and she's just an integral part of our team. Also, Tiffany Pitra, who's Brittany's sister by chance, or She runs our lab and our like sensory department, so she makes sure every hop going into the blend, meets the standards, that we expect. So she does a great job. Bill, who I mentioned before, making sure everything is stored and stays, to the quality that we expect. And Dustin Nakamichi actually picks the different lots that go into the blend each year for each variety. So he's the guy. The veterans create the blend, they rub the blend, create the blend, and then he, at harvest time digs into the different lots because there can be variability in these different lots, depending on a number of factors. So he, year in and year out, he makes a really outstanding blend, and I mean, you can tell just by when you open the foil and smell it. It's pretty dynamic. And also Kat West, who's another member of our marketing team. She's an expert in many areas that I know nothing about. So couldn't do it without her and Tony Lynn on the marketing side of things for sure. Guess we'll leave it there, and we will have some more information coming to you soon. We're starting to work on next year's blend and working on the next charity partner with my group of veteran brewers around the country that they nominate and vote on the charities each year. So we're working on that now. Then we'll be working on the next blend that we'll be creating come harvest time in September. So thanks again, everyone, for joining us, and look forward to seeing you again regarding next year's blend.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.